So, you know that new Snow White flick? Yeah, the one Disney's been pushing with all that progressive-y messaging? Well, it seems like actual cinema-goers have given it a resounding nope. Reports are flooding in, pictures of empty seats are going viral, and frankly, it's hilarious. It's like the audience collectively decided they'd rather watch paint dry than sit through another lecture disguised as a fairy tale. And you've got to wonder, with all the PR and the social commentary, did they forget to make it, entertaining? Now, here's where it gets spicy. You've got whispers, and not-so-quiet ones, about certain influences behind the scenes. Some are pointing fingers at the whole woke angle, which, let's be honest, has become a bit of a cinematic buzzkill. But there's also a growing narrative involving Meghan Markle's supposed involvement, or at least, her perceived influence on these types of projects. The whole royal commentary thing, the pushing of certain agendas. It's like, did Disney think they could just slap a modern label on a classic and everyone would eat it up? The empty seats suggest otherwise. It's not just the storyline, either. The casting choices, the changes to the original story, it's all being ripped apart online. People are saying it's like Disney took a beloved classic and turned it into a lecture hall. And with the constant push for representation and inclusivity, which, don't get me wrong, is important, they seem to have forgotten the basic rule of storytelling: make it good. Make it engaging. Make it something people actually want to watch. The whole thing feels like a massive miscalculation. They've alienated their core audience, the people who grew up with the original, and haven't really managed to capture a new one. All this virtue signaling, and for what? Empty cinemas and a box office flop? It's a classic case of go woke, go broke, isn't it? And you can't help but wonder if the constant commentary from certain figures, the constant push for these modern takes, has finally hit its limit. People just want a good movie, not a sermon. It seems they have forgotten to make the movie for the consumer, but instead for the critics and themselves. So, yeah, Snow White is tanking. And honestly, it's kind of satisfying. It's a reminder that audiences aren't stupid. They can spot a lecture disguised as entertainment a mile away. And maybe, just maybe, Hollywood will finally learn that pandering to certain agendas doesn't guarantee a box office hit. Sometimes, you just need to tell a good story,